Have you ever experienced that faint, almost subconscious whisper deep within your heart, like a subtle warning or a vague sense of unease, hinting that something might not quite be right in this new connection you're exploring? That little voice that niggles at you, making you question whether everything is as it seems or if there's something lurking beneath the surface that you haven't yet fully noticed. Occasionally, the thoughts and images that flicker through our minds can feel utterly surreal, almost like they belong to a different realm or universe. These fleeting visions or sensations often carry a sense of warning, subtly signaling us about something important just beneath the surface. They might be concealed behind an alluring, tempting facade that distracts us from their true nature, enticing us to look elsewhere or ignore what our inner voice might be trying to tell us. In those moments, our subconscious seems to whisper secrets or warnings, tucked away behind a tempting veneer that makes it all too easy to overlook or dismiss their significance. The Bible provides us with clear warnings regarding the perils that come with unchecked desire and craving. It emphasizes how intense and uncontrolled lust can pose a significant threat to our spiritual devotion, potentially diverting our focus and allegiance away from Christ. These warnings serve as a reminder that allowing such passions to go unchecked can ultimately undermine our faith, distract us from our spiritual commitments, and diminish our ability to follow Christ wholeheartedly. It underscores the importance of guarding our hearts and minds against these dangerous inclinations, recognizing how easily they can lead us astray from the path of righteousness and the true devotion we owe to Him. An evil woman may seek to undermine your faith, subtly planting doubts and distractions. Proverbs reminds us, it's better to dwell on the mountains than to be housed with a quarrelsome woman. The emotional toll of such relationships can drain our spirit, leaving us empty and torn. The story of Samson and Delilah serves as a powerful reminder of how relentless and insidious emotional manipulation can be, capable of breaking even the strongest individuals physically, mentally, and emotionally. It highlights that no matter how mighty or resilient someone might seem at first glance, they are still vulnerable to the cunning and persistence of those who seek to exploit their weaknesses through subtle and persistent emotional tactics. The tale underscores the importance of awareness about the destructive potential of such manipulation, and how close bonds or trust can sometimes be exploited to cause a person's downfall, no matter their initial strength or confidence. In the end, it reveals that emotional vulnerabilities are often the most dangerous and should be guarded carefully, as even the most powerful can be undone when faced with relentless emotional pressure. But God's mercy is always available. Repentance leads to restoration, to new beginnings. When God's order is broken, confusion and chaos ensue, reflecting the disarray a spiritual enemy loves to cause. Yet, love and sacrifice serve as the fundamental building blocks that forge harmony among us, resonating deeply with the divine blueprint that the gods have laid out for relationships. They are the essential forces that bring balance, understanding, and unity, mirroring the perfect design of love intended for two souls to connect and grow together in mutual respect and devotion. This divine pattern emphasizes that through genuine love and the willingness to sacrifice self for another, we align ourselves with a higher purpose of creating peaceful, meaningful bonds that reflect the sacred order of the universe itself. The truly authentic and spiritually grounded woman, often seen as a genuine embodiment of divine qualities, consistently radiates a sense of calmness that soothes everyone around her. She naturally fosters a sense of order within her household, ensuring that everything functions smoothly and harmoniously. Through her presence and actions, she creates an atmosphere of spiritual balance and tranquility, weaving a subtle but powerful sense of peace and unity into her home environment. Her influence extends beyond mere routines, cultivating an environment where spiritual harmony is not only valued but actively nurtured. However, a significant number of women, influenced by Satan's manipulative forces, tend to place their focus on short-lived pleasures and transient satisfactions instead of pursuing a higher, divine purpose that offers lasting fulfillment and meaning in life. Satan's earliest attack was on our divine roles, distorting God's intended order from creation. His ultimate aim? To manipulate and distort genuine relationships, subtly sow seeds of discord among us, and deliberately steer us away from our authentic spiritual calling. When our desire for sex evolves into an all-consuming obsession, it can distract us from what genuinely holds significance in our lives. This relentless fixation can cloud our judgment, diverting our energy and attention away from the things that truly matter, whether that's meaningful relationships, personal growth, or inner fulfillment. Instead of serving as a healthy expression of intimacy, this obsession can dominate our thoughts and actions, leading us down a path where superficial pursuits overshadow deeper, more fulfilling experiences. It's as if that intense desire takes over completely, making it harder to focus on the things that bring true happiness and purpose. She might intentionally weaponize her words, wielding them like tools of manipulation, aiming to sow seeds of doubt and discord that gradually grow into rifts, ultimately attempting to divide and weaken the foundation of your faith, chipping away at your confidence and belief from within. God's divine blueprint is for partners to uplift and support each other constantly, to encourage one another in their journeys of faith, and to come together with a shared purpose of seeking Him wholeheartedly in love. It's about walking side by side, uplifting each other's spirits, and nurturing a deep connection rooted in devotion and mutual care as they pursue Him together in unity and love. However, as Satan endeavors tirelessly to spread discord, confusion, and division among us, our greatest defense against falling into his traps and being misled is discernment. This inner ability to distinguish truth from falsehood, good from evil, clarity from deception, acts as our shield, guarding us from the subtle and often insidious ways he tries to manipulate and lead us astray. By cultivating discernment, we strengthen our capacity to recognize the underlying motives and falsehoods that may be cloaked in seemingly benign appearances, enabling us to maintain integrity and stay true to what is right amidst the chaos he stirs up. He has a firm grasp of his own thoughts and convictions, confident in what he believes and the direction he intends to follow. However, when faced with spiritual assault or persistent negative influences that seek to undermine his sense of peace and purpose, that once sharp clarity can dissolve, replaced by a tumultuous swirl of confusion and disorder. A truly godly woman diligently oversees and cares for her entire household, dedicating herself wholeheartedly to her duties. She does this with a spirit of love that knows no bounds and a faith that remains unwavering, guiding her every action. Her efforts are driven by a deep devotion to her family and her spiritual beliefs, ensuring that her home is a place of warmth, safety, and integrity. With each task she undertakes, she exemplifies grace and strength, embodying the virtues that her faith inspires within her. Her watchfulness is rooted in a genuine desire to nurture, protect, and uphold the values that sustain her loved ones. Through her unwavering dedication and heartfelt love, she creates a household that reflects her divine purpose and her steadfast faith. Chaos often follows when desire is overemphasized, discord replacing divine peace. Proverbs portrays a noble woman as a figure of remarkable strength and unwavering dignity, qualities that are as natural to her as the garments she wears. She embodies grace combined with resilience, standing tall with confidence and integrity in everything she does. Her character is defined by a steadfast sense of worth and honor, which are not merely superficial adornments but deeply ingrained aspects of her being. The way she carries herself reflects inner strength and poised dignity that commands respect, illustrating how her virtues are her true attire, more enduring and admirable than any fabric could ever be. The inner beauty of a gentle spirit brings a profound sense of peace, a calming presence that soothes those around it. It fosters a sense of order within, helping to create harmony amid chaos and uncertainty. This quiet strength and kindness help establish a stable foundation, offering comfort and reassurance to others even in difficult times. Be cautious because there are individuals who may appear innocent and naive on the surface, but beneath that facade, they conceal harmful and destructive intentions, which could cause significant damage if left unchecked. The authentic gauge of her true character is fundamentally grounded in her sincere relationship and walk with God, rather than in temporary or superficial allure that fades over time. Recognize the warning signs: constant nagging, undermining faith, sowing discord. Our bodies are like sacred temples, precious and deserving of respect and care. Protect your heart from negativity and harm, nurture your faith with steadfast devotion, and stay away from everything that threatens your morality and integrity. Remember, what you cultivate within reflects outward, so shield these sacred aspects of yourself with diligence and love. The right woman is someone who genuinely uplifts her man in every possible way, inspiring and encouraging him as he navigates his spiritual journey. She stands by his side, providing vital support and understanding, helping him grow stronger in his faith and personal beliefs. Her presence motivates him to stay true to his biblical roles and principles, reinforcing the values that guide their relationship. In doing so, she becomes a true partner who shares in his spiritual aspirations, fostering a deep sense of connection rooted in mutual faith and support. Her encouragement and love serve as a foundation for his personal development, reinforcing his confidence and dedication to living in accordance with biblical teachings. Evil relentlessly seeks to distort love in all its forms, aiming to twist and corrupt the pure, genuine essence of love that exists between beings. Its goal is to undermine the beauty and sincerity of divine truth, turning what is sacred and clear into a tangled web of chaos and confusion. In doing so, it endeavors to cloud the understanding of God's truth, injecting doubt and disorder into what was meant to be harmonious and luminous. Through this malicious effort, evil attempts to create a landscape where clarity is lost, and love's true meaning is warped beyond recognition, fostering discord instead of unity. When our relationships mirror the divine harmony that God embodies, a profound sense of peace takes over. They become a reflection of celestial balance. In such connections, chaos gently dissipates, giving way to tranquility that soothes and nurtures the soul. It is in these moments that order is re-established within us, nourishing the very core of our being and guiding us toward inner peace. A woman who walks in wisdom consistently aligns her actions, decisions, and choices with the divine plan that God has set forth. She consciously seeks to live with understanding, discernment, and insight, allowing her to navigate life's complexities with faith and clarity. Her conduct reflects a deep respect for divine guidance, and she strives to embody qualities of righteousness and integrity in every step she takes. Through her intentional living, she demonstrates a profound trust in God's purpose, ensuring her life is directed by divine wisdom rather than momentary impulses or external influences. But be cautious. These spiritual battles frequently occur in ways that we are not immediately aware of, subtle and hidden from plain sight. They constantly seek to influence us, aiming to lead us away from our true path or purpose, often operating beneath the surface of our consciousness. It's important to stay vigilant, recognizing that these struggles can be subtle yet persistent, trying to pull us astray at every turn, even when we least expect it. Mutual submission, love, and respect are the essential pillars that establish and sustain the true foundation of relationships rooted in divine principles. These elements work together harmoniously to create connections that are healthy, balanced, and grounded in a deeper understanding of one another. When both parties embrace these qualities, they foster an environment of trust, compassion, and honor, allowing their bond to grow stronger over time. Such relationships are built on the recognition of each other's inherent worth and the willingness to prioritize the well-being of one another, reflecting a genuine commitment to embodying the values that are central to a godly way of relating. Strength is found in humility, a quiet spirit that nurtures peace. Men are fundamentally called to embody sacrificial love, a love that is genuine and selfless, free from any form of manipulation or selfish intent. This kind of love demands humility, a willingness to put others before oneself, and grace, an unearned kindness and understanding that flows naturally. It's a love rooted in integrity, one that seeks to serve and uplift others without expecting anything in return. True sacrificial love by men involves patience, compassion, and a quiet strength that sustains even in challenging circumstances. It's about showing up with authenticity, offering support with sincerity, and embracing the vulnerability that such love requires, all while maintaining respect and dignity for everyone involved. This calling invites men to lead by example through actions that are rooted in humility and grace, shaping relationships and communities with the profound power of unconditional love. True beauty radiates from the depths of one's inner self, stemming from a deep harmony with God's divine and perfect beauty. It isn't merely about outward appearances, rather, it originates from a genuine alignment with the divine, allowing one's soul to shine with purity, grace, and authenticity. When we connect with this divine essence inside us, our outward expressions naturally reflect a deep soulful beauty that transcends superficial standards and resonates with the true eternal nature of divine love and harmony. This inner glow, born from the union with God's divine aesthetics, becomes visible to others, inspiring and uplifting those around us. Discernment acts as a keen eye that pierces through the illusion and deception that can often cloud our understanding, enabling us to see things clearly for what they truly are. It serves as a vital shield, helping us to distinguish genuine intentions from false appearances, ultimately safeguarding our hearts from unnecessary pain or misguided trust. By honing this skill, we become better at navigating life's complexities, making wiser choices, and maintaining emotional integrity amidst the chaos of confusion or manipulation. In essence, discernment acts as our internal compass, guiding us toward authenticity and shielding us from the allure of illusions. Support and love exemplify the divine principles established by God, actions that are meant to uplift, encourage, and strengthen others, rather than cause harm, diminish, or tear them apart. They serve as fundamental expressions of God's intentional design for human relationships, emphasizing the importance of fostering growth, compassion, and understanding. When we offer support and love, we align ourselves with this divine order, creating bonds that lift people up and promote harmony, instead of sowing discord or destruction. These acts of kindness and encouragement are rooted in the underlying purpose of God's plan for a compassionate and connected community, where every individual is valued and helped to thrive within a foundation of mutual care and respect. Whenever the divine will of the gods is re-established and upheld, every dispute, struggle, or disagreement ultimately reaches its resolution through his unchanging truth. In the harmony of his order, the chaos of conflict gives way to understanding and peace, guided by the certainty and clarity of his divine principles. This divine truth acts as the foundation upon which all confrontations are settled, bringing about a sense of justice and equilibrium that only his will can provide, restoring balance and harmony in every situation. Run away from the temptations of immorality. Avoid those paths that lead to darkness and corruption. Instead, choose to follow God's way, a path that has been lovingly paved and guided by love and righteousness. Let your journey be marked by integrity and compassion, sticking to a course that reflects divine principles. In doing so, you align yourself with a life filled with goodness, virtue, and genuine love, steering clear of destructive tendencies and embracing the higher calling designed for your well-being and spiritual growth. Ultimately, it's about making a conscious decision to walk in the light, guided by love and righteousness, and turning away from anything that compromises your moral integrity. Every small step you take in distancing yourself from temptation brings you gradually nearer to the divine peace that resides within God's eternal presence, guiding you toward serenity and spiritual harmony. Faith provides us with the inner strength and clarity to identify harmful, destructive influences when they arise, and to stand firm against them. It acts as a guiding force that helps us discern what is genuine and healthy from what is toxic or damaging. In moments of uncertainty or temptation, faith bolsters our resolve, enabling us to resist negative forces that may try to undermine our well-being or integrity. By fostering trust in ourselves and in something larger than ourselves, faith becomes an asset in maintaining our inner purity and staying true to our values amidst a world filled with distractions and harmful temptations. Restoration is possible. God's mercy restores even the most broken relationships. With the guidance and direction of the divine, relationships are revitalized and brought back to life, mirroring the harmony, balance, and order that exist within his perfect design. When guided by the divine, connections between individuals are not only renewed but also strengthened, fostering a deeper understanding and a more profound sense of unity. This divine influence helps to restore trust, mend wounds, and create an environment where love and compassion can flourish in their most genuine form, ultimately reflecting the divine harmony that underpins all creation. Maintain your attention firmly fixed on Christ at all times, allowing his unwavering presence and grace to remain at the center of your thoughts and actions. By doing so, you create a spiritual refuge where his peace can reign supreme, acting as a shield to guard and protect your heart from worry, anxiety, and unrest. Let his tranquility settle deeply within you, soothing every anxious thought and calming every turbulent emotion, so that your mind stays peaceful and centered in his love. Keep Christ at the forefront of your mind, and let his peace serve as a vigilant guard over your heart and your mind, providing comfort and stability in all circumstances. Scripture offers the essential wisdom and guidance necessary to effectively differentiate genuine spiritual truth from falsehoods and deception. In every spiritual battle, Christ is our strength. Trust him to lead you. Surrender your relationships to God's perfect plan, and he will restore all. Prioritize and pursue his kingdom and his righteousness above all else in your life. When you do this, it sets the foundation for genuine peace to flourish within your relationships. When your focus is aligned with his divine order and moral integrity, harmony and calmness naturally follow, allowing peace to truly reign and stabilize your connections with others.